Hello everyone, my name is Chandana Chittari Kalangi. In this video, I am going to share some thoughts on workplace dynamics, especially temperament times, managing emotions during conflicts, and way to boost teamwork. Let's dive in. So, the first question is like, which type of temperament does I belong? So, the temperament classic it consists of four classic temperament types: sanguine, choleric, melancholic, and phlegmatic. I personally identify most closely with the melancholic temperament. This means I tend to be quite analytical, very detail oriented, and quite reflective. I really value structures and thoughtful planning. I am loyal, and I often find myself striving for high standards, sometimes even perfection. So, somehow someone effectively work with or manage with a person with a melancholic temperament like mine. Two things really help. First, provide clear expectations. Having well defined goals, roles, and structures helps me thrive and know exactly what's needed. Secondly, offer constructive, thoughtful feedback. I genuinely appreciate specific inputs that helps me improve, especially when it's delivered respectfully and focus on the task, not just criticism. Thinking about teamwork more broadly, how can managers make meetings more collaboratively? Here are two different strategies. One is to actively encourage inclusive participation. This means intentionally creating space for everyone to share their thoughts, perhaps by going round robin or using techniques uh, that draw out quieter members. This builds psychological safety and shared ownership. Another strategy is clearly defining the meeting goals and specific responsibility upfront. When everyone is aligned on why they are and what needed to be accomplished, it reduces confusion and naturally fosters better collaboration. Alright, let's get a bit more personal with managing emotions, especially when things get tense. We are asked about a time negative emotion took over. I recall a group project where I felt immense frustration because I perceived others were not contributing equally. I ended up taking on way too much for myself, and unfortunately, I eventually snapped during a meeting out of sheer stress. Yes, I definitely regretted that reaction. Later, it wasn't productive. It damaged our team's morale and likely made my colleagues feel undervalued. So, what could I do differently? A strategy I find helpful is taking a pause and reframing. Instead of reacting immediately, I could backstep mentally. Next time in a similar situation, my plan would be first, take a breath before speaking, reframe, remind myself there might be reasons for other actions and I don't understand. Communicate calmly. Express my concerns using statements like I am feeling overwhelmed with the current workload distribution, and then actively invite discussion by asking, can we talk about how we can better share the task? Ultimately, understanding our own temperament, learning how to manage our emotions constructively and actively for fostering teamwork, all are vital skills. Better workspace relationships and overall. So, uh, hereby I am representing attaching reference in the description. So, if you have any doubts regarding this topic, you can comment at me on the below. I will explain to you everything. Thank you.